Om. Good morning, good morning. Coming to you a little bit differently this morning as we come. There we go. Look, folks are showing up. Happy New Year. Good morning. I hope you rested well. Look, there you are. Look, there you are showing up on Facebook. Very good. Seeing whoever's here. Happy New Year. Good morning, good morning. There you go. So as you're all showing up, I'm just going to go ahead and drum and chant a little bit on this day 108 of a 108-day pilgrimage. We began journeying in September. Walking together for 108 days, showing up together for 108 days. And this is day 108. Perhaps you have 108 sun salutations in your back pocket this morning. Perhaps not, all is well. However you choose to be here, this is a new beginning. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Beautiful morning, so much love. There's Jill Hennis. There you go, just loving you all. So as you keep showing up, I'm just going to do a little drumming. As you're settling in, as you're arriving, allow your spine to be vertical, your eyes to close, nostrils flared, corners of the lips subtly lifting. Feeling your seat rooted down to the earth, and your crown skyward rising. Feel how your breath moves down and out the body on the exhale. As you inhale and draw the breath up, we sense the deep connection to the belly of the earth and to Ishvara, the one that you worship. Allow your palms to face up as you allow the exhale to support you as you release all that has been. As we sat in fire ceremony last night, my partner spoke. He reminded us that we cannot use yesterday's sun to dry today's clothing. That our life is here, now. And that in the letting go, in the releasing of what no longer serves us, our hearts are open to the space of potential of possibility. And in that space, there is deep roots, a strong, steady body, and there is potential. As you sit with corners of the lips lifting, nostrils flaring, and palms facing up, may we be open. May we be open to the possibility that this is a grand universe, that this is a grand plan, and that this universe is conspiring always and in all ways to provide for you exactly what you need to rise into your next best and highest evolution. Do you hear the call? Will you heed the call? Simply bring our hands together at our heart center, joining our voices in this student-teacher prayer. Sending the breath from the crown of the head down and out the body to the belly of the earth, inhaling. And together we chant. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitam Astu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We sat around the fire last night, we made our prayers. We set our prayers in motion. Jyoti is here. I'll make her come in later, or ask her to. She's nodding. She'll come. First person, like the first person I've seen since my family left. The first person from the U.S. First soul sister and connection that I've had here since a year ago, October. So when I say, y'all, you've been my lifeblood, you've been my lifeblood. Like, you have no idea. This is not a one-way show here. This is deeply interconnected. So we made our prayers, and I'll post a picture of it later. Generally, we don't ever take photos in ceremony, but last night we did. We did it our way last night. And we made our prayers for the Pancha Mahayagyas, for the 5 great devotions, in a traditional Navajo manera, in the way of the Navajo Indians. We had small squares of fabric, and we placed tobacco in the prayers, and we wrapped them up and tied them in a way that actually isn't a knot. They're interconnected, and they're held together, and they're mobile and removable. So not locked in place, no dreams locked in place. We said our prayers to the teachers and the teachings, to Ishvara, to the one that you worship, to our fellow human beings, to the plant and animal kingdom, and to our family and ancestry. And we invoked in the way that I invoke so regularly, O Father, Mother, God, all the heavenly saints and sages, anyone who's ever walked before us, walks with us now, or will walk with us in the future. Please bestow upon us your brilliance so that we might see our next right steps, so that we may walk in truth. We entered into our ceremony, walking in a flower-strewn path as we entered in barefoot, circling around. We were purified with copal, fire at the center of an altar ready for us, with feathers and an owl and medicine. Medicine being copal and tobacco and rosemary and white sage. So we entered into that sweet circle with our prayers, and we laid down and gave to the fire anything that we were ready to let go of. Don't know what yours is. Mine was just fear, just that which gets in the way, that fear. And then we just invoke what it is we want to celebrate, what we want to bring more of into our lives. And we allow those prayers, we take those prayers all strung together, and we offer them to the fire so that they can return to the etheric realm, so that they can bless us in the ethers. For any of us who have had some sense of loss in this past year, may we remember that everything comes from space, exists in space, and returns to space. And that this space is where the potential for your highest and next evolution is also held. And so may we be held in that kind of grace. So the mantra into which I was initiated, this is my mantra, chanting this with you. You have this also, pilgrims, you have this on your back page. The Mahamrityunjaya. This is the fear-conquering mantra. This is the death-conquering mantra. Oh, never mind what happened last year. Never mind what's gone. It's all right here. Everything that I need to rise into my next best and highest evolution. I got this. It's all right here. And I invoke, O Ishvara, highest, infallible, one, whomever you may be, he, she, who, he may be, she, who. that formless, nameless function, that cause of the entire universe. I invoke that energy to release me from anything that is binding me to my smallness. Not in an egoic way, not even in a named way. In other words, as if to say, perhaps your highest evolution is to not be named and famous, but to be grand like the Sitka spruce, to be grand like an old growth cedar, or like a wave coming up and out of the ocean. Grand like that. No name, no degree, no list of accomplishments, no goals, no accolades given, just a realization of your divinity. So asking and invoking for release from fear, in the same way that the South Indian cucumber is just ripe on the vine. When it's ripe, it falls. Ripe fruit. May we be ripened. May we mature in that way. No need to release those things that are holding us back or holding us down. Nope, just keep filling our lives with the higher things, and that which doesn't serve us will fall away. No? Yat bhavam tat bhavati. Just simply remembering that as we worship, as we turn our attention, our heart center, our life force, so we become. It's just that. So if you know the Mahamrityunjaya, it's right here. If you don't know it, never mind. You can bumble along. That works too. I'll do it in call and response this morning, as it was taught to me. Sending the breath down and out the body on the exhale, inhaling to the crown. Om, Om, Trayambakaim, Trayambakaim, Yajamahe, Yajamahe, Sukandhim, Sukandhim, Pushtivardhanam, Pushtivardhanam, Urva, Urva, Rukamiva, Rukamiva, Bhandanam, Bhandanam, Mretyor, Mretyor, Mukshya, Mukshya, Mamritate, Mamritate. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So we light a candle, huh? Es la hora. It's the hour to light our candle. We're going to light two because they're both here. This is our little altar candle for Pilgrim. It's been happening every morning for 108 days. The family candle, usually burning 24/7. We got our little Ganesha, we got our Shiva, we've got our sage. We've got our earthen stone holding the eye of the entire universe. Victor found that on the beach. We've got our stone from the river Ganga. Incredible. So today, it is day 108. Day 108 of 108. How did that happen? For those of you who are watching this and you're not part of this pilgrimage and you're seeing this just knowing that we walk together for 108 days to keep turning our attention to the light, like the sunflower turns its attention to the sun, so that we can live through the darkness. So that as this, one of our pilgrims said in our private Facebook group a couple of days ago, it might have been Karen, I'm not sure, said, and while this crazy world rages on, we just keep showing up here. And that's what we just keep doing. That's just how it is. So today, it's day 108. You ready for this? Sankalpa for day 108. I came as love, and I remain as love. I came as love, and I remain as love. Happy New Year, pilgrims. Any of us who are journeying on a soul's path, a path to be our best person, to live our best life, you are welcome. I came as love, I remain as love. Happy New Year, pilgrims. This is how you enter 2021. This is how you leave 2020 behind. Your true nature is peace. Your true nature is grace. Your true nature is wisdom. Your true nature is love. Let nothing take you far from this knowing. Yes, it's true that sometimes life takes us on a detour and we find ourselves forgetting who we are. But return again and again. We will. And again and again. For this is who you are, beneath masks and hats and history. You are whole, holy, enough as is. And I see you, and I thank you, and I am you. Om. Amen. Aha. When we show up, we are changed. That's what I know to be true. When we show up, we don't have to show up huge. We can show up in tiny ways and we will be changed. So as we move into these next days, as we keep turning our attention to the light, Jyoti and I were talking about what a huge difference just the energetic climate is here from Portland, where she's coming from. And I'm just here to say, rise up. Let nothing take you down. Let nothing draw you into ignorance, doubt, error, illusion, delusion, or confusion. See it for what it is. Stand in the sacred grave. Turn your attention to those 12 touchstones in Pilgrim. Turn your attention to the ways in which that you move your body, purify your vessel, align with nature, join conscious community, be breathed, rest and reflect, alter your consciousness, worship your way home. All of these ways and all the others, right? All of these ways that we keep turning our attention to the wisdom and say, I see you, fear. Oh, fear, I'm not afraid of you. Come, take my hand. You're my best friend. Let's go. You hold the key. You got the magic beans in your pockets, Pilgrim. it's like you got this. And now more than ever, at this time on the planet, at this time with COVID and what it's been and what it is becoming and how that will affect you, your peace of mind, your happiness, your grace, your wisdom, all lives in your willingness to turn your attention to the light. This is not esoteric. This is rise and shine. Get up with the sun. Feed this body well. Dance with the one who brung you. Surround yourself with those who have what you want. Live like you want to live and sit close to them. Find your tribe. Touch into your community. Stay close. It's right here. It's all right here. You need not go any further. But we must invoke our own brilliance. See it, sense it, and move from that place. So come, keep coming back, keep going to your private Facebook group, keep going to the asana practices, keep going to the meditations, keep going to the sankalpas, keep going to the teachings, keep going to all of that. Keep coming and come to our Sunday yoga practices. Come to our Sunday yoga church. Keep coming. Just keep showing up. You stand in the light's going to move in and through you. And you're going to do what you do on this planet. You're going to share what you share. You're going to live what you live. You're going to breathe what you breathe. Because you are overflowing with light. You are overflowing with goodness. This is not Pollyanna. This is, wow, there's some big stuff going down here. Wow, that's a lot of fear. Wow, that coronavirus has got some serious huevos. It's like changing and shifting and doing its thing on this planet. Right? Yeah, I'm showing up. My partner last night also said something that really touched me. He said, you know, this whole thing with COVID, he said, why do we keep meddling in God's work? We come here to be held in the hands of God. We just need to keep taking care of ourselves, taking care of our bodies, our minds, our hearts, living the best we can, feeding ourselves well, exercising, praying, taking care of our communities, tending to our families, bringing more goodness into this life and into this world. That's what we need to do. That's our work. And let divinity hold that container. And let us trust that we are held in that divine presence. Perhaps it's all a test. The difference between what I believe, what wanders around in me and I spew out as words. This is what I believe, this is what I think. And then life comes. And all of those are challenged. Your deep knowings are being challenged here. Take that challenge, receive it, and just keep going. So here we are, beloveds. Day 108. want to come in here? So I'm going to invite Jyoti. Bring your blanket. I want to, so this is a dear soul sister. My last trip to India was with Jyoti and Rajneesh. Melly from Delhi.
I live in Delhi.
So Jyoti did our, scooch this way and get yourself in here more. You are the altar, we don't need to see it. So Jyoti did the last yoga teacher training at the Yoga Farm and is deep soul sister, teacher guide, takes people to India as well, and we've walked through some fires together, the two of us. So anything, put you on the spot, but anything you want to say about anything?
Wow, anything about anything.
Whatever comes is right.
We'll have to integrate that for a moment. There's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tree behind us that is right behind the window. And as Britt was teaching and sharing this morning, I just watched all its leaves in the wind, and such a deep settling in a very, very beautiful sacred place.
It's magic here.
It is.
And it's magic wherever you are too, when you just simply show up in your heart. And so, just loving you. We're pilgrims. You can pilgrim anywhere. You can pilgrim to India. You can pilgrim to Mexico. You can pilgrim to Walmart, Home Depot, into your to-do list of things that need to get done. When light and you see Tracy.
Tracy.
Seeing you in PDX. I know how. Yeah, so however it is, whatever light you want, bring it. Just bring it. All right, let's see who's here. You can just stay right here with us. Let's see, what do we have? Karen says, those deep knowings are being challenged. Take it and keep going. I love you, Heather Lewis. Remember when, so Heather Lewis lives out in Vernonia. She was one of the reasons that I felt like I could live in Vernonia. And I remember sitting on her couch one time and saying, if I ever went to church, I'd want you to be my minister. So, I don't know if you remember that. Let's see here. Let trust that we are held in that divine presence. Absolutely. Vicky Saito, you are my tribe. Deep bow. Thank you, pilgrims. Thank you all for showing up and holding me as I show up. We are rising together, loving you, Britt, as we're held in the hands of God. Yeah, baby. We must invoke our own brilliance, see it, sense it, and move from that place. Yeah. Find your tribe. It's right here, holding you all so dear in my heart. So we rise together. Rise and shine. Come, come, go, go, go. These teachings and connections are deeply rooted to carry us forward. Thank you for the reminders to keep showing up for our next best and highest potential. You've got the magic beans. Magic beans in my pocket. Come take my hand. You're my best friend. Let's go. So much gratitude. Rise up. Let nothing take you down. Let nothing draw you into ignorance, doubt, error, illusion, delusion, and confusion. Love, love, love. Keep turning your attention to the light. Good morning, fellow pilgrims. I see you. I thank you. I am you. Om. Your true nature is peace. Your true nature is grace. Your true nature is wisdom. Your true nature is love. Let nothing, you see, you guys, you got this. This is the snake. I don't remember what you call it. This is the snake with its tail in its mouth. This is where all of a sudden you're like, oh, right? Like it's not about Britt. She's just another skin bag that just happens to be really magnetized to these teachings. And so I keep going back to these teachings and they bubble forth. They fill me up and they bubble forth. And then I share them with you. And then you take them in and you devour them. And then they become yours. And no matter what anyone else does, including Britt, including that teacher, including that whatever, that person you think that you need or desire, or who is this, that, or the other thing for you, in time you know and feel and are able to deeply remember, reconnect to that inner wise truth bearer, that lamp holder, that, oh yeah, when in doubt, turn to the teachings. It's like you can practice your yoga without the mat. You can live your yoga without the teacher. It's the teachings. At the very end, do you remember at the very end of this life on a yogic path, do you remember? We let go. We let go first, the last three things we let go of. The teacher, that might be the guru. If you have a guru, I think of Krishna Das. He lets go of his teacher. Then he lets go of the teachings. What? How can I let go of the teachings? Well, if they're here, if these are the teachings, if they're separate from me, they've not been embodied. If the teachings have become a part of me, if I let go of the teachings, they're in me. And the third thing I let go of is God. How? Because it's the same. When we realize that you are the breath, the breather, the one being breathed, the dancer, the dancing, the one being danced. When we realize that, there's no God to hold on to. There's nothing outside of us. It's all within. Seated in Hridayakesh, seated in the heart, seated, S-E-A-T-E-D and S-E-E-D-E-D, seated in every molecule of your breath. It's that. Love conquers fear, judgment remains. Yeah, when love and fear are present, love always prevails. And love accepts fear. Love receives fear. Love says, come, come, come. Come, come, come. Come, sit with me, be with me, eat with me, drink with me, sleep with me, love with me, talk with me, tell me your stories. Love simply receives. So much here. I'm going to read all those when we finish. Head down here, see if there's anything else. I'm just loving you all because you're showing up from so many different places. You can share this video with your friends from the YouTube link that I sent out yesterday. This is here. And email me, Britt@BrittBSteele. Come to Sunday Yoga Church. That's going to be ongoing and consistent no matter where we are. We are just moving and grooving and continuing our community right there until we join again for Pilgrim. Remember, once a pilgrim, always a pilgrim. And the teachings are just right there. So with that, we're going to complete our practice with the closing mantra. Scooch back. Thank you. So we're coming in through this final mantra. Hands together at the heart center, sending the breath down and out the body to the belly of the earth, inhaling to the crown of the head. Together. Om Purnamidam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamavevashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha Hari Om. Om Shanti 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 Shanti. Sweet day to you. Sweet New Year to you. Big love, big bow. Mwah. Until next time. Until next time. Om.